Hey guys, I'm MG, and today we'll be looking at Alien, which is a 1979 science fiction horror film that was directed by Ridley Scott and written by Dan O'Bannon. However, we don't have time to name directors or writers, but we have time to review, so why don't we do that right now? So, Alien has had a critical reassessment over the years, with more positive reviews, and has been considered one of the greatest science fiction films ever made, and I fully agree on that. Is it a flawless masterpiece? Not quite. I think my biggest issue with the film is the sound design. Now, nothing was too loud outside the smoke, but some of the sound can either be too quiet or just not there. Like in the breakfast scene, I feel like some of the dialogue was a little bit inconsistent with the volume, since when different characters say something, the volume isn't exactly the same, but it doesn't bother me that much. Also, in some cuts we hear a sound, but it sounds a little bit unfinished, since the movie just cuts to the next shot straight away. But again, these sound design errors aren't that concerning. The music by Jerry Goldsmith is also a bit unmemorable, like I can't remember what it sounds like. That just shows how forgettable it is. Also, while I find most of the characters pretty endearing, I thought Kane and Lambert were a bit bland, but John Hurt and Veronica Cartwright do a good job expressing their characters' feelings. The visual effects are also a little dated, especially the explosion, but this is 1979, so that makes sense. Lastly, while the pacing was great, I do feel like this film was a little too long, and did drag a bit in the climax, but not by much for me to call it meandering. I just wish it was shorter, you know? But despite all that, I really like this movie. The creature effects look wonderful, all the way from a fantastic alien designs to the gore, which was really well made, especially the chest bursting scene. That's probably the most terrifying scene out of this entire film, maybe even the whole franchise. The action scenes are literally tense, with my favorites being when the alien is going after Dallas, or when Ripley is panicking when the ship is about to explode, but the other set pieces were still wonderful in their own right, so great stuff. The characters were also pretty amusing. Ripley was really riveting, with a strong attitude and excellent performance from Sigourney Weaver. Dallas was really likable, with a solid performance from Tom Skerritt, who was in Top Gun. Parker was quite entertaining, with energetic acting from Yaphet Kotto. Brett was really fun as well, with delightful acting from Henry Dean Stanton. And Ash is a fantastic twist villain, with a really menacing performance from Ian Holm. The ominous threat that the alien takes on the characters was really terrifying, especially when the alien is on screen. The spaceship setting and the moon setting look really cool, with awesome production design, and doesn't look cheap in the slightest. The tone is really eerie, while also having a little bit of humor in it, for good measure. The cinematography was pretty solid, with some good angles that flesh out the setting and environment really nicely. The editing was downright fantastic, knowing exactly when to cut from one shot to another. The isolated atmosphere adds more depth to this film than deserved, and overall, it does have some flaws, but I still think that it's really underrated, and definitely worth a watch. 8.7 out of 10. Goodbye everyone, and thank you for watching. Bye.